Okay, we're back in Legend Heroes Trails from Zero. So it's a new day, new quests. We have the Orbital Staff enhancement, which will hit up right as we get out here. Want to perform an upgrade to the Orbital Staff viewers from the Epstein Foundation? Let me take a look, discuss the details in downtown. Stargazer Extermination. Blinding Breath, not really worried. Has a bite attack that drops one of your stats all the way down to 0. And then the Ancient Battlefield Monster. Instantly KO. And we're getting close to where this one is going to be completed, I think. We don't need to worry about the cat. Where's Kia at? Let's peek up here. That might have been Sergei's room. Yeah. Kia, so this is where you've been. Oh, is that another one of the library books you've been reading? Yep, still had one left, so I thought I'd finish it today, and they misspelled thought. Have a good day at work, everyone. Thanks, we'll try to get home early. We're glad to have you on the team too, Zite. So let's see. I'm trying to think of a way to do downtown last. You all really got up this damn early to shop weapons? Learn to lighten up, kids. If you ever want to check out my stock, why don't you hold off until afternoon? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would assume that you would rather laze about than actually tend to your customers. That's the long and short of it, yeah. Hey, special support section? Do you guys have a lot of work today? Decent amount, but wait a second. Finally managed to get her name right, eh, Mimi? What? I never said it wrong before. Are you sure about that? Well, anyway, it's fine. Watch out for cars while you play, okay? Okie dokie, good luck, guys. Did you see them? Police cars were just racing towards the airport. I get the feeling something bad happened. Keep your speed to a minimum, please. Today's traffic's unusually calm, or is it just my imagination? Maybe the dialect should be able to decide on the city's budget today. My gut tells me it's going to take them some time to reach any sort of agreement, though. There may have been a mistake there, but I don't really care to go back and reread it. We're starting to receive complaints from customers who keep getting bizarre dishes that they definitely didn't order. Must be more of Salteo's prototype entrees. Been going around serving prototype dishes to random customers lately. Sadly, not a soul even poked at them. I just don't get it. Unless maybe they look too peculiar for anyone to want to try them. We've got a lot of complaints about Salteo sending out some truly odd dishes. I apologize on behalf of our chef. He's prone to causing trouble. The city's quiet today. Is it just me, or have there been fewer police officers roaming around? Came across Bell City this morning by train. I was so excited to try all the delicacies, but oh, how wrong I was. Couldn't tell you why, but the chef keeps bringing me these really weird dishes. What's going on in this restaurant? Does he keep getting my order wrong or something? Welcome. Today is slightly less crowded than usual. Suppose it's better than being slammed with customers, though small crowds aren't great for our paychecks either. I don't know if they're like the US where the wait staff lives and dies by tips. You know, your figure is really starting to come together. It's all thanks to you giving up your all in that die. You go, girl. Oh, am I? It's hard to tell when it's yourself. All this jogging is finally starting to pay off. Heck yes. A little white lie to get her motivated never hurts. Just give me a shout if you can't find what you're looking for. I'll try my hardest to stock up anything you're looking to buy. So I did buy a lot of ingredients off camera. Quiet morning lull just after my shift begins always makes me feel a bit sluggish, and it's also nice in its own way. Good luck with work today, everyone. Good morning, welcome to Times Department Store. We may have just opened for the day, but we're all set to serve our customers, so I hope you enjoy your experience with us today. Satisfying the customers and giving them a relaxing environment is the mission statement of Times Department Store. Our staff have trained on a regimen based on my own experiences. Hope you have a pleasant time shopping here. There it is. This reference book is pricey, but my parents give me the money to purchase it. I'm feeling pretty down since I failed my exam, but now I'm cheering up a bit. Trying to find a missing person. What's worrying? Any idea what happened to them? Still Issue 7. What a surprise, I've been stuck here all morning with my mom. I'm so sleepy. The best way to break in a new pair of shoes is to spend some time walking around in them. Why buy a pair of shoes at all if you're just gonna stare at them? Estelle. Time to clean. I overslept yesterday, so now they're forcing me to do some heavy-duty cleaning as punishment. Still have to clean the warehouse after this. Today's gonna be so rough. I actually came here right at opening today. There's nothing more refreshing than a bit of morning shopping. It's not always bad to go in the morning if you can beat the crowd. Have you noticed that Ravash is hardly around these days? It's almost as if they packed up and left town. Gans? Isn't he the former miner who's living the high life now? I'm a little worried. He's been coming here pretty often, but I haven't seen him around the last few days. Whether you want to show off your mature side or your innocent side, fashion can do it all for you. You can dress to impress without going beyond your means. Try telling that to the lady following us around here. Balloons here, freshly inflated. Excuse me, would you like your very own balloon? Make sure to be careful not to bring it into a large crowd of people, okay? Balloons are pretty fragile, actually. You'd be surprised how easily they pop. Good morning, you guys. Here's hoping today's another great day. Dang it. I like to stop by here early in the morning. Damn it, Wendy. She's about to fall asleep all on the job again. I'm not gonna let her hear the end of this. Sometimes I worry that Choco thinks I'm bothersome checking up on her like this. But I keep telling myself that can't possibly be true, so it's fine. Wendy always looks like she's barely slept at all in the morning. I'm just going to end up yelling at her again. I'm really not a morning gal. I envy Choco's energy. Having that be a big help right about now. Okay, we'll go this way into the West Street. Hey, Roar. Better hurry up if you're too slow, I'm gonna get catching you. Stop! Ryu, you're going way too fast. Watch out, it's dangerous to run with your eyes closed. Hey, Ryu. Come on, don't chase her like that, you're scaring her. Have you guys heard that even more people in the city have gone missing? Not to mention all the commotion the Mafia continues to cause, just one thing after another. You smell that? Benet's gone and baked another loaf of bread with just a sensational aroma. I've got high hopes for this one, I can't wait to try it out. Was there seriously a firefight at the harbor yesterday? Guess that means the Mafia isn't playing games anymore if they want to drag the public into their spats. Can't they just chill and leave us alone? It smells amazing in here today. I can only imagine what it is. When will they hurry up and come out with their new bread already? I can hardly wait. Finally done. I baked my magnum opus. This friggin' walnut loaf I spent the entire month researching is finally complete. Come at me, Oscar. Now into the apartments we go. Sis slept in late this morning. No matter how many times I tried to wake her up, she just kept mumbling about orbital circuits. She's hopeless. Hey, Tululu, did you just get back? How was your trip? Almost drowned on 3 different occasions. Went to some marshlands this time. Pretty dangerous stuff. Those swamps seemed like they were bottomless. What? What were you even doing in a marsh? Just how far did you go? Knew I should have listened to my gut. I can't leave you by yourself, Tululu. Come along with you next time. I think it'd be a good idea for me to join you every once in a while. Fine by me, or she can handle it though. I walk pretty long distances. Hey, don't you underestimate your pops. I hope to pray at the cathedral today. Need to hurry up and get ready to leave. Smiles here? Nope. There's been chatter about a shootout that happened over the harbor yesterday. Can't believe something that insane would break out right in the middle of a business district. Well, it woke up everyone from their naps, that's for sure. Might as well give me a pennant for our wedding anniversary. I suppose that even he has a good side. I mean, it was my choice to marry him. Found something that'd make a good gift at the antique shop in the back alley. Pretty good timing considering my wedding anniversary was coming up. Maybe I'll put the old lady in a good mood. design is too elaborate? Nonsense. They don't know the first damn thing about artistic integrity. They still haven't managed to reopen the budget for the new City Hall building. Members of the Diet complained about wasteful spending during their Q&A session. My husband is absolutely furious. Recently saw the third floor resident for the first time ever. I only managed to see her from behind because she was on her way out. All I have to say is, meh, she's completely normal. You'd be able to find someone like her anywhere. Her long blonde hair was pretty, at least. And Elia must be out of the theater. Who knew during working hours she'd be at work? Mr. Greenwood seems absolutely swamped these days. Probably has too many cases piled up on those broad shoulders of his. His little assistant Pete has got it rough as well. Mr. Greenwood's been up to his neck in work, so he hasn't had any time to help me with my law studies. Every time I see him hunch over his work, so much of it. I'm determined to study harder and harder. Hope I can start taking on more of his workload for him soon. I want to be a help as much as I can. Is it true that people have been going missing? Don't tell me there's a kidnapper on the loose. What a horrifying thought. I'll have to warn Momo to be extra careful when she's outside. Maybe we should contact the authorities, Ian. But if we are proven wrong, this could end up disastrous for him. I say we confirm our suspicions first. You're probably right. Oh, hello there. Special support section. Ian, I think ADOs may be shining down on us today. They might just be what we need to put an end to this matter. Indeed, they have impeccable timing. Excuse me, what exactly are you talking about? Something happened to you two? It's actually about the owner of the trading company I mentioned yesterday, and I've seen the person been able to get in contact with them since this morning. Really? It would appear so. You see, I'm actually acquaintances with the Rosero Trade Company's owner. When I checked in on things, he was neither at home nor did his employees know where he could be, so I was just asking Ian whether or not we should involve the police. That does sound concerning. Do you think he has vanished? I'm sorry, Mr. Hayworth, but with the current state of things, it will likely take quite some time for the police to respond. With that in mind, would you be open to us handling this case? I'm sure that we can get it cleared with this department. I see, I would be more than open to do that. I'd be more than open to that if you're all willing to help. Of course, it might take some time, but you can count on us. Also, Mr. Greenwood, if you find any leads on the missing people, could you forward them to the chief? Yes, I can do that. Be careful, everyone. Will do, sir. Should probably hurry on this one. Great, let's not try to take any more unnecessary detours. Where in the world are you, Rosero? We used to believe a trader like you would up and vanish without saying a word. I'll contact Sergei if I find anything about the missing persons case. Though judging by the looks on your faces, this doesn't seem to be an average case of people going missing. Could it be? No. So we already accounted for his assistant at Talus's. Just curious if there may have been someone back there. I think the other outfit was better. If you squint really hard, I guess you're not so bad looking. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Can you try to rephrase it with just a bit of kindness for your dear brother here? What do you want me to say? You look more plain than vanilla ice cream at first glance? Alright already. Can we get back to judging the outfits? Plan to attend the annual budget celebration party that should be starting soon. I got Cindy's fashion wisdom and Granny's giving me a once-over. Looks like I'm all set and dressed to impress. All that's left to do is wait for the diet to end. My brother wants me to help him pick out some fashionable outfits. Not particularly mine, but boy, he sure has a lot of free time on his hands. Our neighbor Sophia just came by to ask if I'd seen Bond. If I recall correctly, he lives in our neighborhood and works as a broker. Haven't seen him anytime recently, though. Hope everything's alright with him. And if you remember yesterday, when he was having his meltdown in front of Sunita... Yeah. Mama said she had to go outside for a bit. Where did Mama go? So I imagine she's probably at Sunita's. I think the mother's name was Krail. It's supposed to be Claire or something like that. Hey, are we able to go in here now? Anyone actually here? Plan to shop with Marshall later in the day. Father no longer scolds me all the time. In a sense, it's very freeing. You have my gratitude, everyone. And hopefully you'll forgive us for not knocking. Noticed my lady smiling a lot more recently. What can I say? I'm mostly looking forward to our shopping adventure today. He is here. Allegations of bribery against the Dai member secretary or that inexplicable incident at the Speaker's estate. Which one would be a more effective attack against the Imperial faction? Budget meeting's almost over. I'll have to quickly decide which course of action will best support Representative Campbell. We'll go peek on Fiona. Jeez, what's your deal? Don't get excited. I don't have any good info for you today. Still, the Mafia's disputes seem to be escalating every day. Perfect timing. Say, you guys, got any info you're willing to sell? How about this? I'll buy it for 30% more mirror than usual. Looks like this visit was a waste of our time. Unfortunately, it seems so. Freaking acts like he's well informed. He's pretty disappointing, isn't he? What is wrong with you guys? Shut your traps. I'll dive in and grab whatever info you want. Come on, don't hold back. What do you want to know? Kid's got fire. I'll give him that. Who knows, maybe he'll have a redeeming moment in Reverie or whatever the final PS... Actually, is Curl on PS4? I don't remember. Well, we'll call it the Cold Steel conclusion. Game 5.5, oh, 4.5. According to the First Division's data, this should be the house. I see a familiar face. What am I to do? I know this is hard, Krail, but you have to calm down, take a breath. As things stand, we really need to go find some help. Is that you, Mrs. Hayworth? Oh, special sports section. Thank Adios you're here. You see, something dreadful has happened. We were just about to seek some help. Is it regarding the owner of the house? I believe he's a stockbroker, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you're right, he is. When I woke up this morning, my husband was nowhere to be found. Tried looking around the neighborhood with Sophia, but we had no luck. Is that so? Sorry to ask this, but has your husband been acting strange recently? Now that you mention it, he has. My daughter noticed it some time ago. Figures. Why do you have to go poof in the middle of the night? Gonna be a real pain in the ass to find witnesses. Looks like it. At any rate, let's add him to the list of missing people. You seem to be well acquainted with his family, Mrs. Hayworth. CPD is conducting a search for Bond, but it may take some time for us to find him. Would you be willing to stay with the family for a little while longer? Yes, gladly. My husband should also be back from work soon anyway. Thank you. We'll leave them to you then. My husband still hasn't come home yet. You think you'll be able to find him? That's our hope. I promise the police are doing everything they can to make that happen, ma'am. Okay, let's go dredge the lake for a body. Creel's a good friend of mine, so I've met her husband on numerous occasions. Don't tell me they've been involved in some sort of accident. Please try not to worry the family any more than they already are, Mrs. Hayworth. We should endeavor to keep them as calm as possible right now. You're right, my apologies. It wasn't intentional. It's not going to help to worry over all the what-ifs at a time like this. But brewing up some nice hot tea might soothe the ladies a bit, don't you think? Yes, you're right. I'll just do that. There's one person talking sense. Father he just disappeared. I'm certain this was the family that adopted the stray kitten from before. Father had seemed like such a kind man. Yeah, we should try to hurry. I feel like Bond used to be more of an upstanding gentleman. What's happened to him? I've heard rumors of various happenings throughout the city. I am worried that you may get involved, given that you work for the police, Lady Ellie. I appreciate the concern, but I'm more worried for you and Helmer. I remember you saying that your servants are usually the only ones home, right, Ellie? It's a pretty safe neighborhood, not much danger happening here, so I figure they'll be fine. Though the mysterious neighbor of yours is a bit on the outside. Miss Krail came to visit us a moment ago. She asked if I'd seen her husband, Mr. Bond. I do hope nothing bad has happened. I've heard news of many concerning incidents happening as of late. Can't help but feel a bit distressed, to be honest. Okay, just wanted to make sure that the mayor wasn't here. Just to be thorough. Nothing. Okay, don't forget we still have to hit all the surrounding areas. Haven't seen many police officers around today. Where have they all gone to? I'm hoping we don't have to go into the train station or the airport, because that'll get a little bit of the burden off us. My, we're getting a little more patrons in today than we normally do. I suppose word about yesterday's high-stakes game must have spread. Barker Casino has been the talk of the town ever since yesterday's little incident. It's been a while since we had a thrilling match like that. I tried to press Lecter regarding yesterday's match. He dodged each and every one of my questions, though. Quite irritatingly, to be honest. Welcome to Barker Casino. I was here until late last night drinking with Lecter. It's a total weirdo, but he has plenty of interesting stories to tell. So yeah, we do have the Mishi plushes. I don't really see anything else here that we really need. I don't even know if there's a good way to pull aggro in this game to even try a dodge tank. Just thinking about Lecter. Saw that brat withdraw 3,000 tokens. Took me off, right off. I'll tell you that I'm not gonna let him one-up me. Looking for Gantz, I regret to inform you that he's absent today. I suspect that he feels ashamed to come back after yesterday's incident. That's not quite what the problem is. He's just going through some stuff. Hey Drake, do us a song, give us a ring if he shows his face around here, will you? Got some unfinished business with him. Understood. Has he gotten himself into trouble? Hey there, want to play with my better service, yada yada. Main Street's pretty quiet today. It seems to be fewer cars flowing in and out than usual. I stayed up all night playing the slot machine. I don't know what's gonna do me in first, exhaustion or being friggin' starving. Didn't missing the punctuation mark there. Ice cream, get your ice cream. Hey mister, yeah you, come try my ice cream. You've got a brandy flavored sample for adults with especially sophisticated palates? I'm sorry, but someone has a drinking problem if they get that. Okay, Shizuku, which flavors do you want to try? The brandy one! It's my treat, so go ahead and order whatever's calling out to you. And seriously, like, I don't think ice cream has a fragrance, so how would she... That's just messed up, man. Oh no, you don't have to pay for me. You were already nice enough to take me around Father's Busy, so... Don't think of it as a favor. We love hanging out with you, so we would have done this no matter what. If you're going to pick anything, then I'll just order my favorites, okay? Excuse me, miss. I'll take 3. 1 caramel crunch, 1 strawberry cheesecake, and 1 rum raisin. Here you are. Hope you're ready for some delicious ice cream. Sorry about that, Shizuku. It still can be pretty pushy at times. No, that's not it. I'm just so happy. What's Shizuku doing with Estelle and Joshua? Be rude to interrupt him. Indeed, where's Arios gone, though? I would have expected him to be accompanying her. Wow, this is delicious. I know, right? This stuff's my favorite. There's so many other good stalls during the festival, too. Sure, we really wanted to take you out to eat at them as well. Sure looks like they're having a great time. And it's just a repeat, so I assume all 3 are linked. Lady Ilia! Lady Ilia! That's strange, she's quieter than usual today. The troop's strangely quiet. It's almost time for the show to start. What are they even doing? So real quick, I want to whip out the detective notebook to make sure I'm not going to accidentally trigger the story quest. So... I'm gonna leave this one alone. Mr. Gantz left the hotel on his own early this morning. I heard he was blackout drunk, so I asked Aaron to check up on him. Just hope he's okay. I did get the feeling Mr. Gantz was acting strange. If I had to describe it, I would say he seemed absent-minded, perhaps. Did not seem anything like his typical hangovers, either. I don't remember which room was his. This one. It's you all. Damn it, Gantz, why do you have to make us all worried sick like this? Where the heck did you run off to? I'll be honest, I only ever stayed in a hotel suite once, and I never want to do it again. I don't really know what the draw of big spaces like that are. Mr. Gantz was oddly quiet yesterday. Do you think he may have gotten food poisoning? Sorry, I shouldn't say something so careless about a serious disappearance. I would much rather prefer those smaller rooms there. Businessman just finished checking out a few moments ago. Check-ins begin in the afternoon, but if you require room to rest, I can have one prepared for you immediately. Heard cops have been coming in and out of that hotel for the last couple of days. What are they going on about now? They gotta cut out already. It's scaring away my customers. There's something going on over at Ravashenko since last night. I don't know what it is, but it feels off. Very off. poor head. I had to entertain a Dai member yesterday, and that old perv was so damn persistent. Every time I have to tell him there's no touching allowed at our club. She always seems to get at guys who are too touchy-feely, you know? Heck, street's all quiet again today. I get the feeling the shadier members of the city are looking nearby. There's just nobody. It's unnaturally quiet here. What's going on? Hi, I'm Iris. Hey there, good looking. You sound like a man who needs some entertainment. Let me show you a good time. No, that's no good. It's like the most generic line in the book. I need someone with way more pizzazz. I think they must spell pizzazz there, but I'm not 100% sure. Huh? No guards. Duly noted. Think they're hiding inside? Either way, we'd better off keeping our distance for now. Right, doesn't look like there's any useful information to gain over there. It's quiet today. Too quiet. And to top it off, Heiwei hasn't tried to even the score yet. What in Adios' name is going on in the city? That's what we're trying to figure out. Man, I hope things don't go straight to hell. Thanks, Lloyd. As you might imagine, we're far too understaffed to handle this task on our own. I'll be sure to contact you again if we need anything else. Found an absolute treasure trove of data. It won't be easy to incorporate all of it, so I'll just have to pick and choose the best pieces. This library is an absolute lifesaver for researchers like me with more reference materials than I could ever imagine. Wonder if Novas intends on staying until the very last possible second again. It's been awfully cheery recently. I wonder what might have put that extra spring in his step. And with that, everyone lived happily ever after at the end. Well then, wasn't that a delightful little book, Abby? Yeah, it was so cool. I'm gonna tell Kia to read this book next time we see her. I'm sure she'll like it too. Abby's absolutely brimming with excitement to show Kia all the books he loves. Hope he's not being a bother though. Not in the slightest. We don't bring Kia out here often, but I hope you'll play with her again next time. The arguments heat up even more during today's dining session. Do you think they'll ever grow tired of it? Today marks the third extension of the session. Some police officers were making a lot of noise around here early this morning. I wonder what that was all about. A reporter just came by and fired off one question after another at me. He asked if I knew the outcome of the dining session. Man, I wish I did. I'm on pins and needles here. That means he's about to be laid off. Here's something happened at the airport. Even rank-and-file officers like us were told to exercise caution. What exactly are we exercising caution toward? Hey everyone, did you hear the news about Crossbell Airport? No, would you mind filling us in? First Division mobilized the entire force a short while ago. They've apparently placed a temporary lockdown on the entire airport. What? What's the situation? Seems a gag order was put in place, they won't tell us anything. So I had to ask you all about it, but I guess you're just as out of the loop as I am. We're not ones to receive important information, usually. I wonder what's going on. Maybe we can squeeze something out of Detective Dudley later. We should focus on investigating the missing people for now. They've apparently called in people from the Second Investigative Division this time. First Division tends to work in secrecy, but they occasionally collaborate. Another incident? This year doesn't know when to give up. I was summoned here while I was off duty. I had no idea things were this bad. They established a joint investigation this morning. It's just been one huge fiasco after the next since yesterday. This is the time for the CPD to show what we're capable of when we all band together. We're not going to get done in by some lowly terrorists. We'll take them down before they can pull anything. Hey, you guys. Something this huge could lead to mass panic, so we don't want a word of this slipping out to the public. You'd do well to keep that in mind. Sure. What's he even talking about? Can't believe someone would target the airport. Are we dealing with terrorists? Where's John McClane when you need him? Spoke to him on the way in. We've been getting flooded with complaints about the airport lockdown. CPD has instructed us to stay quiet on the issue. However, we've been telling people that it's due to extensive inspection. I don't know how much longer we'll be able to hold out for, though. I wonder what's actually happening at the airport. The mayor has been tirelessly working overtime for a little while now. Hope the budget is finalized today. No reason to go inside. I was wondering if you could hear screaming, but apparently not. Found out the airport's been shut down all morning. Can never rely on CPD announcements, so I'll just have to take a look for myself. That being the case, I need to ask a favor. When Grace gets back, tell her to take a look at the pictures on my desk. Yes, sir, I'll see to it that it happens. I can't even talk to her. Excuse me, people are hard at work here. Please go to the front of the desk if you have any inquiries, thanks. I should smack her upside the head for that. Yeah, let's see a way to talk to her. The flight carrying my next batch of deliveries has yet to arrive. A bit weird for it to be running late. Hope everything's alright. And we'll talk to these guys on the way out of the bank. Security Department recently received some troubling intel. There's been a massive surge in missing persons reports. Everything's been fine at the IBC, so I guess we'll just have to leave it to the police. Miss Qua is out on a business trip at the moment. I feel like she goes on more trips with each passing year. She's become an awful lot like her father. Crossville Airport appears to be closed for inspection today. The CEO and Miss Qua are on a business trip with their public, so I don't think it should affect us. I don't see Rosero around today. It's odd, he's usually in here every day. One of the missing people. It sounds like he was quite a familiar face at the IBC. He was the dude on the couch over here, in case you don't remember him. I feel like we're not getting as many customers as we usually do. It might just be my imagination, though. Start at the top and work our way down. Not really expecting to find anyone here if she's out on her trip. There should be at least two guys here, maybe Roberts. I don't see Roberts, though. Only noticed it recently, but there's a system node that's been acting a little strangely. My initial impression was that we were being hacked, but it's weird. All we're doing is looking into the network without actually causing any damage. Where's this terminal hiding? Main's Mountain Path, Rosenberg Studio. What the heck? That doesn't make any sense. There must be more bugs somewhere in the system. We're creating a specialized system from the ground up to use in large-scale networks. Once we finally wrap this up, we should be ready for the second stage of the project. I bet Lady Mariabelle will reward us handsomely if everything goes well. No, your ordinary salary will suffice. Just got questioned by a Crossville Times reporter. He was super sweet and even had a bit of a baby face going on. Still not mad enough for me right now, but give him a bit of time. I'm sure he'll grow into quite the catch. That train company was raided the other day, yet they haven't said a single peep about it. There are still bullets in their walls, but those guys don't seem phased at all. Talk about nerves of steel. Typo there? What do I do? Grace dispatched me to go straight to the source for information. Wait, seriously? Has she gone into Hayway's office? She cut me some slack, Grace. I can't possibly keep up. Is there something I can help you with? No, we're okay. Grace really is on a completely different level from the rest of us to barge in here like she did. I've tried to get my granddaughter to head home, but she refuses to budge. There was a shooting here yesterday. This is no place for a child to be. Hanging out with my grandpa today. Get worried thinking about an old man like him being on his own. Besides, I like watching him fish. Guess I'm just used to there being more people in that park. I feel like things in our family have gotten a bit smoother since Azel started working. Money's still tight, but looks like we might just be able to manage. Serena looks so much happier these days. Before Azzy started coming back home, she always seemed so down and anxious, but seeing her cheer up again makes me happy too. Fran forgot her lunch today, so I went to drop it off at the police station. However, she seemed fairly busy, so I wasn't able to hand it off to her. Wonder if something's going on. Can't examine the bear. So we saw them out getting ice cream. I think the newest issue of the Crossville Times releases tomorrow. They temporarily suspended their publications and it truly threw me off my routine. My brother keeps staring at some of the people walking down the streets for some reason. He's been acting weirdly weird. Is he okay? Apparently, all international flights were suspended this morning. What's the issue? Another incident? Arios just left the guild a couple of minutes ago. The other bracers look like they've been super busy with work too. Man, those guys don't have easy lives, do they? The buses are undergoing an inspection today, so service to our Morka village will be suspended at noon. Should get going soon if you have any business out there. Uh-oh. Well, hey there, sweeties. My, you sure do seem a bit frazzled. Could it be there was some big development with that whole Mafia fiasco? No, it's actually about something else. You don't say. Must be the missing people that got you run so ragged, then. Wait, the guild already knows about that? But of course, in fact, Arios is personally investigating the matter as we speak. But if this is something all of you are looking into, then I'm starting to think it's even more serious than we first thought. It might have been a little too naive of us to assume that it was only one or two people who've gone missing. Yeah, I know what you mean. We would like to partake in an exchange of information if possible. We'd absolutely love that. Are you sure it's okay, though? Is sharing info with the guild something the Triple S is clear to do? True. We are going off with the leads handed to us by the First Division. Delty would blow a gasket if you found out we leaked the intel of the Bracer Guild. Once you come to a decision, you're welcome back here anytime. I'll sort through any new info Arios finds when he returns. Odd, I can't seem to contact Joaquim. He promised me yesterday that we'd go fishing tonight, though. He's probably too caught up in researching the drug's composition. From what we know about that guy, I bet you're right on the money, Lloyd. I've heard rumors from merchants that many of the traders they've been negotiating with have gone missing. Surely it can't be coincidence, right? Maybe they all left to take their business to other foreign markets. There was already a big emergency yesterday, but now there's another problem down at the airport? What's with all the incidents lately? If things keep getting worse, the dye might not be the biggest problem on our hands. Yep, it'd be a shame to lose their diet right before New Year's. Resolution down the drain, you know? Oh wait, they made a different type of diet. Some of those delinquents from downtown came up to me this morning looking all worried. Seems they were searching for one of their friends. Told them I haven't seen anyone. Wonder if they got into a fight or something. I made sure to let my family know I'd be cooking dinner. Yet they still came home in the middle of the night. They tried to play it off by saying their manager wasn't on site, like I believe that rubbish. Oh, that's so awkward. I had nothing but respect for the old guys over at the Business Owners Association. At the end of the day, they're the ones who've kept the tradition of the street market alive here. But I'm not exactly smart when it comes to anything complicated. I'm just not cut out for any kind of office work. The price of vegetables went up. What's up with that? Shouldn't be happening. I planned my route to hit all the lowest price points. Looks like Dan's had a serious meeting with the chairman of the Business Owners Association. Dan's must have a difficult decision on his hands if even someone like him is mulling it over. Come on, alright, why don't you hurry up and accept the offer? It'd be a huge step forward for your career. Welcome to Krunk's Arts and Crafts. Come take a look at my newest piece. If you're looking for the perfect gift, then you can't go wrong with the strap. Come feast your eyes upon my handcraft wares. Okay, no? Where's Shanshan? Puck and Roos have started working here part-time. They've racked up some hefty tabs, so we're gonna work them hard. I was delivering some stuff to the Rosero Trading Company yesterday. Their employees are freaking out because their president had gone missing. Didn't get all the details, but the guy signing the paper seemed pretty stressed out. My buddy Roos and I are thinking about opening up our own store. We're in the planning stages right now, the early days you might call it. Got a part-time job so I can earn funds to start my business, but my wages are so low that it makes me want to cry. Oh, I can relate, buddy. Part-timers just need to work swiftly. There she is. Puck and Roos said they wanted to help out with the shop. I asked Daddy if they could, he immediately gave them the okay. My daddy's super nice like that. Those goons have been oddly quiet. Whatever, less distractions for me. As long as my study sessions aren't being interrupted, it's all good. Happened to notice a business magazine at the store today. Saw Maria Belcroix featured in the top story in this issue, so I figured it'd be worth giving it a read. Those delinquents have been searching for their friend all morning. Well, we are talking about a lad who's from around these parts, possibly he's just off fooling around somewhere. But even so, he should at least let his friends know where he was going. No one in Risha's room? Danny might be coming home early today, so I'm so excited. You think he'll really come? What time is Danny gonna get here? They adjusted the construction schedule for today, so my husband might be coming home early. He just called to tell me about it. This calls for a feast tonight. I couldn't read that first part. Where'd something go? I think the bottle. Booze. Where's the damn... Oops, the dam's about to break. Gotta pee, gotta pee. Where'd the bed go? Okay. What was that, dear? You need to speak up a little louder. These darn ears of mine can hardly keep up these days. He's nowhere to be found? Want to run that by me again? If I remember correctly, I ordered you to bring him to me. Need your ears cleaned or something? Yeah, about that. Apparently Dino never made it home. Then start looking for him, you dumbass. Sure thing, boss. Dino, is he the one on the First Division's list? I don't know, but sounds like he might be missing too. Who do you think you are? You said you can come in here right now? Are you guys out of your goddamn minds? Do I think you can just hang out here? Whoa, gonna join in on the fight? Gonna beat you down, just watch. Friggin' Dino, man, dude, seriously? I don't know if I can say it, especially in front of Wald. Dino ran out of here cackling like a freak. Of course he didn't show up today. Fine, then we gotta beat the tar out of that punk the next time we see him. Wally was gone too, that son of a bitch. What the hell's going on? I don't fully grasp the situation, but it seems Dino really is missing. Yeah, and they all seem pretty distraught over it too. Hey, you guys got a moment to chat? What are you doing here, Wazy? I'm curious to see how the Vipers are doing. Heard their newest member went missing this morning. Can't say I'm surprised given what happened before. You know something we don't? More or less. Well, we relocate first. You're all welcome to join me at Trinity. I'd be more than happy to tell you what I know as long as you're willing to hear me out. Waze is the only person we can rely on for more information regarding the Saber Vipers right now. Indeed, we don't have any clear details other than something odd having happened. Well, time to do some more cleaning. Gather a bunch of scrap metal I found lying around to sell some traders. Hopefully there'll be something useful in that pile of junk. Haven't heard a peep out of our friendly neighborhood hood rats today. I'm so bored without him. Saw the boss of those boys in blue. Wonder what he's up to. So remember, this is a quest for the Orbital Staff upgrade. So of course Roberts would be here now that I think about it. You're all here. Hello, Mr. Gilliam. We saw your support request. Mind telling us the details? Hey there, Mr. Fixer-Upper. Appreciate the help as always, old man. Tio, it's been too long. How have you been doing? Are you still in good health? Did not realize you'd be here, Chief. Additionally, it's only been a short period of time since you last saw me. Tio's relationship with Chief Roberts seems awfully complicated, doesn't it? Our apologies if we barge in the middle of your conversation. Are we interrupting you? We don't mind returning at a more convenient time if that's the case. There's no need to go worrying about that. In fact, Roberts here was actually the one who brought the request up in the first place. Gilliam, could have sworn I begged you to keep quiet about. It's not what you think, Tio. I swear, I promise there's nothing suspicious about this at all. We've got a bit of a complex situation on our hands. Complex situation? How so? I imagine it's related to the request. Mind filling us in on the details? Right, I'll tell you everything. This request actually concerns the Foundation. I believe you're aware that the Foundation has been collecting Tio's combat data for the Orbital Staff tests and crossbow, correct? We've been using Tio's data as a reference to continuously improve the Orbital Staff's potency and efficiency. And as a result of this data collection, we believe that we discovered a way to unlock new features on the staff. What exactly does unlocking a new function entail? You telling us that Tio Tot's gonna get some kind of sweet new ability? Functions for the staff, not me, Randy. Many complex functions already lay dormant within the staff's code. However, there are no programs available that will allow me to safely utilize them. There's a strong possibility that a new program has already been in development, at least I believe this is the purpose of the request. Well, what kind of function is it? To keep it simple, it's related to a new craft. We developed a new program that once installed will unlock a new skill with incredible power output. I've already checked out the materials list too. The staff's gonna be one heck of a beast. Unfortunately, though, we can't activate the new function in the current staff without putting Tio in harm's way. We're gonna need to improve the handle so she can get a better grip on it. Wow, I don't really get it, but it sounds incredible. So will Tio be able to use this new function if upgrades are made to the staff? She sure will, just seems a bit of a problem though. She's been carrying the program to require parts has been delayed. Because of a silly mistake on their end, we're gonna have to wait another week. In fact, this is what the request was related to. If things continue the way they have, then it'll inconvenience Tio as well. We couldn't stand here and wait, so we wanted to give Tio a helping hand. So that's why the request is called Orbital Staff Enhancement, eh? Well, it makes sense now. While a week-long delay is unfortunate, I'm not particularly irritated by it. I'm interested in testing out the new function as soon as possible, though. After all, I'm partly responsible for writing the program. If Tio's combat prowess can increase after the upgrade, it'd be a great help with our investigations. But Chief Roberts, are you implying there's something you can do about the delayed shipment? Is there some alternative? I'm glad you asked, Lloyd. As a matter of fact, there is. Thanks to the documents we received earlier, we were able to reconstruct the program needed for the upgrade on our end. All it's left is to procure the materials required for the attachments to the orbital staff. And that's where I come in. As you all know, repairs and mods are my forte. After looking over those documents, I can say the parts are yours, once I got the materials. I see what you're saying. If we gather the materials for you, you'll be able to finish up this project. Hey guys, why don't we pitch in and help for Tio's sake? Yes, I was thinking the same thing. No argument here. Are you sure? This may slow down our investigation. We're just gathering some materials. It's no biggie, Tio Tot. I could do that in my sleep by now. I agree with Randy, and much like Lloyd said, increasing your combat prowess is sure to make our investigations go more smoothly. Yeah, there's really no reason not to do this. What do you think, Tio? An acceptable idea. I'll be relying on your assistance. Sounds like a plan. Which materials are necessary to apply the modifications? It's a special material called T-material. I've heard it might be kind of difficult to find it in Crossbell. Is that so? Well, we'll search for it anyway. By the way, we only need one of them. Good luck on your search. Please speak with Gilliam once you've gathered one. We'll proceed with our preparations to modify the orbital staff in the meantime. Thank you, Chief. I'll be relying on you. Shall we go then? Yeah, let's go track this bad boy down. So I already know where to find that. Unfortunately, that means this will not be popping up in this video, or even the video after this with the rest of the extermination quest. It's going to be something done at in the actual storyline part, so like 2 videos down the road. Special material in need is called T-material. It's a bit of a rare one, so I've heard. We'll continue prepping things on our end, so give us a shout when you gather everything you need. I'll now begin the preparations to install the new programming. It's going to be a large-scale update, which means simply unpacking the components will take a considerable amount of time. People will begin to think you are employed here if you stay at the counter for too long, Chief. Is that not misleading? I'm sorry, Tio, I can't help it. This place is too dark for my poor old eyes. Can you give the poor man a break every once in a while, Tio? My apologies, it comes naturally. Yeah, we'll do this one first. So if you're wondering where to find the T-material, my daughter's been longing for one of those what's-it-called dolls. Are you guys free right now? Could you keep her company for me? I've been too busy with work, so she's just been bored out of her mind. Maybe some other time. Guess business must be going pretty well for him. Came to get information about yesterday's raid in Hayway, but the shopkeeper here has never been an easy lady to work with. She seems on edge around me, probably because I'm not a regular client. Scott once wanted to check on Belgar Gate. They got an eyewitness report claiming that the Mafia had been on the premises. Why would the Mafia go to a CGF post? There's actually been quite a few eyewitness reports leading up to this. I hear a ton of rumors that the CGF commander's in cahoots with the Mafia. Yeah, we're on the street as he's being bribed. Man, I never really liked the guy to begin with. Hey, wanna buy something? Might even throw in some free goodies if you're a regular. Here you go, 1 free bullet for you. Is it really hard for a child to be doing this? So you have your usual crap, you have the various quartz. Okay, I just want to see if I had a Bewitch. I probably should look for any of these. I'm looking on the left side, not the right. I don't have anything for Impede. To get the full quartz list, I have to get Shields and Impede, Confuse, and Sleep. I could have swore I have Sleep on. No, Ellie doesn't have that anymore, does she? I traded my burns for attack, but I can just make a new one just in case that you have to have them on hand. Seal will be easy to get. Thought Tio had freeze, but maybe she's using heal and HP. And finally, Back Alley Dr. Glenn Chapter 14. I know you guys are excited, but need 5 Mishy plush toys, and who walks around carrying 5 of those, you know? And then you can see the tea material becomes the Divine Cloth. I don't know where we... I thought we traded him in here, but we'll just hold on to him for the time being. Wazy's been wearing a serious expression on his face all day. Can't imagine what has him looking that way. Never seemed so focused. Wazy's been going out more often these days. I think he's conducting some sort of investigation. Hey, Lang. Anybody ever tell you that you make one hell of a cocktail? Come to think of it, you've got a solid command over your hands in general. You play a mean game of billiards, too. You'll get good at it if you practice, Azel. Just keep trying your hardest. Yeah, okay. Don't really get how he does it, but Lang's skilled at everything he does. Glad I've got a good friend like him watching my back. You'll get good if you practice, Azel. Just keep trying your hardest. May I help you? You came. Mind telling us what's going on now, Wazy? I normally charge you for the info, but this one's on me. It's not like this awful situation doesn't concern us either. You know that new gopher for the Vipers? I think his name was Dino? He's been acting pretty strangely as of late. Yeah, I heard the rumors. Didn't he try to take on his superior in a fight? There's that. He also challenged Vald to a fight yesterday, too. Wait, seriously? Seriously. Didn't get to watch it with my own eyes, so he was supposedly keeping up with Vald in terms of power and speed. Vald finally managed to take him down when he started trying his hardest. After he lost, Dino stormed out of the place. No one seen him since that morning. Things ain't looking too good. Right, this is becoming quite serious. So, is this all thanks to that fancy new drug? How the? Where did you hear? Thought that might have been the case. I heard some strange rumor about a magical drug that grants your wishes or something. I figured that made for a reasonable culprit. So you baited us with the leading question. Hey pal, try not to run your mouth off about it too much. Don't need any more people knowing. I'll try to keep my lips sealed. For what's worth, I don't think anybody other than Dino's used that thing around these parts. Still though, who could have given it to him? I'd better be more careful with my guys too. Thanks, Wazy. We appreciate the help. Okay. So, off to Station Street. What's going on? I feel like there haven't been as many trains running as usual today. Did all their departures just happen to get delayed today or something? Something about the station felt unusually tense today. Did something happen? The inspector's examination was strangely thorough today. Kept wondering something about dangerous goods. What's going on? I heard the station's currently on high alert. Inspections of both freight trains and passenger cars seem to be falling behind. Man, this isn't good for business. Okay, good. Oh, it's you guys. How's the Triple S doing today? Guys here to help with the whole airport thing? What's wrong? What's wrong with the airport? Gonna take that as a big fat no. Probably better you stay in the dark on this one. First Division might end up working you to the bone. Consider this a favor, guys. Sounds like something happened, but Raymond is being awfully vague. Some police officer approached me asking me if I'd seen anything suspicious. They weren't exactly clear on what they meant by suspicious, though. This case is strictly under the First Division jurisdiction, are we clear? Be prepared to suffer this consequence if you act out of line. Dude, you're a citizen. Hold a special support section. We're conducting an inspection of the airport's equipment, so I can't allow you to enter. Inspecting equipment, something feels off. Oh well, not our problem. Let's hit the bus. Welcome to St. Ursula Hospital. You with the blue hair. Are you feeling alright now? Yes, thanks to the hospital staff I am. Just glad to see you recovered. Now that that one's over with, it's time to dive back into the books. It's still a bit too early for lunch. Well, I'm sure time will fly by if I read one of my textbooks. Welcome, y'all. Bet the hospital's preparing for the day right about now, same as us. Oh, aren't you the girl that got carried to Cecile's room yesterday? Yes, I apologize for the trouble. You certainly gave us a scare, but I'm really just... you're looking better now. Anyone out here? Unlikely, but we can hope. Nope. So here we've got one by Dr. Gailey Rutzel, and then this one's by Dr. Lago Nixon. Turns out a lot of these textbooks are written by doctors right here at St. Ursula. You don't think about it much, but all our cutting-edge research is only possible because we have such cutting-edge personnel. Oops. Cecile gazes deeply at the framed photograph on her shelf. Cecile, I know that photo. Oh, I wasn't expecting you all. If my eyes don't deceive me, are you all in a bit of a rush? Is something wrong? You could say that. We're in the middle of an investigation. Are you on your break, Cecile? Guess you could call it that. Now I know how much work means to you guys, but I need you to promise me you won't overexert yourselves. If you can't keep that promise, you'll leave me with no choice but to hospitalize each and every one of you. Message received. We'll keep that in mind. Sign me up. You can strap me down to a hospital bed any time, Cecile. Knew you were going to say that. Actually, you know what? Let's peek at the building because I don't think there's anything new here. No reason to enter, yeah. So Shizuku's room should be empty because she's out in the city. Empty. Closet. Since yesterday, I have a sneaking suspicion that Speaker Hartman has finally decided to silence me. I submitted to St. Ursula at the Speaker's behest, so I'm almost positive he's monitoring every move I make. I have to get out of this accursed place. Perhaps I can escape to the Empire, or... Let's see how Michael's doing. Shizuka's been looking super forward to her trip to Crossbell City today. She doesn't get to go there very often, so I hope she has loads and loads of fun. The old man staying in this room went out on a walk with one of the nurses. Now, he's got the right idea. Maybe I should ask the next nurse I see if she'd accompany me for a bit of fresh air. My son and mother-in-law are coming to visit me tomorrow, so I'm quite excited. She's been taking care of a million things while I've been stuck here in bed. I simply have to find a way to thank her. Oh, my stomach stopped throbbing. It feels like 1,000 needles being poked in my belly over and over, so that's a pretty big typo. I thought everything would be all cleared up after my surgery, but looks like I've still got a while to go before I'm out of the woods here. Though it's a relatively simple operation, that doesn't mean you can proceed without caution. Just rest here and recover, alright? Getting a day off for the first time in ages in just a few days. Keep your schedule open, okay, Randy? I'll get some of the girls to tag along. We can all have a real fun time. Oh, you don't even have to ask. I'll be waiting. Now, time to put in another good day's work. It's the duty of us nurses to put everything we have into our jobs for the sake of our patients. Sarone, can't you even brew a simple cup of coffee? Why the heck do I smell tea coming from the pot? Probably because I mixed the tea and coffee together? Yes, I'm well aware you did that. What I'm asking is why... You know what, forget it. Whoopsie, I messed up again. Well, I won't let it bring me down. After all, everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, once in a while, not almost every moment of the day. That guy was only just hospitalized yesterday, but come this morning he was discharged before he could even blink. I guess they was involved in something shady that got him here in the first place. Yesterday, my girlfriend came to visit me, and boy was that embarrassing. She brought the waterworks alright, among other things. It's not even noon, it's already packed to the gills in here. Goes to show how much trust Crossbell's put in St. Ursula. The only reason I came so early was to avoid a massive wait in line. Come on, make it snappy, my hips are killing me. Hello, what can we do for you today? If this is your first time, please fill out these papers for your initial examination. I see, so that's how it works around here. It's probably one problem solved, but this place is huge. I can hardly tell what's what. Hospitals have a rather distinct smell to them, don't you think? Leaves all the rubbing alcohol, you know. I kind of like it. Those Hayway trading men have ended up leaving this morning, not because we discharged them, though. They had nowhere near fully recovered. But as soon as they were able to walk, they were gone. Hospital director may be gone, but I can assure you that St. Ursula's management is in good hands. Come this far thanks to the strength of trust this hospital has fostered over the years, and we don't plan on letting that go to waste. Yeah, it's gonna take a pretty hardy hit, though. There they go again. The thing is, I'm pretty sure they respect each other's incredible prowess in their fields, but they just can't get along for whatever reason. Why, if it is Dr. Gailey. I was wondering who I heard stumping about the place. Well, as pleasant to see you as always, Dr. Lago. You know about your handling of that patient-critical condition yesterday? Did you happen to catch wind of that? Tell me, have you finally accepted that the era of internal medicine has come to its end? What? Say it again, I dare you. Looking for a fight, Lago? You really need to pick a better place to sleep, Chief Ursuline. You know, like your dorm room? Come on, wakey. If you're not by the time Dr. Gailey and Dr. Lago finish their little spat, you're toast. Give me 5 more minutes. She's hopeless, absolutely hopeless. It's finally done. With this, I've taken another step towards the magnificence of Professor Erica, maybe. Erica Russell, if you didn't put together the reference, Tita's mother. Sometimes I hear people say janitor work is insignificant, but I don't see it. I have so many things to be responsible for, and I'm proud to do them. I don't care what people say, I like my job. Morning walk is good for your health, you know. And since I always have to accompany patients on their walks, I'm able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, we'll go out the west gate. I think I'm going to do east last. But so far we're making pretty good time. To be frank, visiting the Empire makes me feel a little uneasy. After all, everyone's heard about all the various conflicts between Crossbell and Erebony throughout history. Well, to be fair, Erebony has fought with everyone throughout history, including themselves. We're on our way to tour the Empire. After hearing about the magnificent stories and architecture, we knew we just had to visit. I think I'm getting rusty. If I'm prepared for the unexpected, I'm going to have to give it my all during tonight's drill. We have a drill plan for tonight. Because all the stress we stack up while working, we take these opportunities to blow off some steam. So that means they go get drunk in the woods or something? Got my hands on many valuables while I was in Crossbell. And when I return to Erebony, I'll sell them and make a killing. Being stuck on desk duty kinda bothers me, but when someone has to do all this paperwork, no matter what job I'm given, I intend to do it to the best of my ability. I think that should be important above all else. Between you and me, I'm actually aiming to become the CGF commander someday. I have no doubt that I can run this place better than that insensitive old buffoon. Let's forget about the commander for a sec. You realize you gotta beat out Morale and the deputy commander to do that, right? Darn. You may have a point. I was so focused on the commander that I forgot about the competition. Believe it or not, when I confessed to Stella, she didn't turn me down. Her entire response was just, we can give it a try, sure. Well, it doesn't change the fact that I'm happy. I can't help but feel the heat of the moment has cooled off a little. Did your mom teach you not to stare at people when they're eating? News broke that some men in black suits met the CGF commander in secret. Some even said they looked like mafiosos. It hasn't been long since the recent stir they've caused, so it set off some alarm bells in my head. Unfortunately, the commander is out, so it looks like I'm not going to be able to ask him about it. Shoot, did I come all this way for nothing? I've gone through this game more times than I can count, but I don't think I've ever once seen the CGF commander. I think I can sympathize with how most of the soldiers here feel. Yesterday evening I was chatting with Kless, and suddenly he blurted out, please go out with me. I really thought of him that way, but thought this whole thing might be interesting, so I told him to give it a try. I don't think you ever find out if anything becomes of that throughout Cold Steel. It's just something, well, maybe it's something in Azure, so it could end there or something. It's not hard to imagine the CGF commander forsaking all his guardsmen if he felt like it. What the CGF needs is a leader who takes care of his subordinates and can foster their potential. Schedule says we have a late-night combat drill out in the forest road tonight. It's always drill after drill, never anything that actually tests us. Just had a shipment of supplements being researched at St. Ursula Medical College arrived not too long ago. Based on everything I've heard, these ones are going to be a game-changer, potent enough to last much longer than our usual stock. St. Ursula never fails to amaze. Hey, Moreo, mind sharing the wealth with yours truly? Afraid not, Randy. There were only enough pills for our unit here. Damn, that kind of stinks for some reason. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother going outside. There's never one out there anymore. You just had the weird tourist roam off here and there. So yeah, we don't really see anyone over there. A couple years back, there was a massive incident where Erebonian branches of the Bracer Guild were raided by Jaegers. The famous Bracer was able to resolve everything, but left a number of unanswered questions. Some say that the raids themselves were nothing more than a large-scale diversion. Can't shake the feeling that there was something more to the whole thing myself, though. So I believe that's tying into some of Sarah's story. Then again, it might be Gilead Osborne trying to drive the Bracers out of Erebonia. Okay, this time we're off to Mainz. That girl from the CGF came to pray again today. I've noticed she often stopped by, even on her time off. Noelle Seeker, I believe was her name. She's truly a polite, kind soul. Sergeant Major Seeker, the CGF, is going to visit us today. I wonder what the nature of her visit is. It's quiet around here with no Sunday school today. It's the first time I've seen someone from the Guardian Force here at the church. This bell that Sergeant Seeker mentioned concerns me greatly. But just why exactly did the bell start ringing out of the blue like it did? That sums up our investigation report regarding the runes. A bell that summons fiends. I can hardly believe something like that was sitting there in the runes all this time. It's highly likely that the bell you saw is indeed an artifact. Thank you for your report, sir. Bell capable of summoning fiends. You tell me something like that's been under our noses all this time? Hello everyone, just handed Archbishop Oralda the report on our investigation of the Moon Temple. Hope his feedback as a member of the church will help us make a bit more headway in figuring out just what happened there. Ah, she doesn't have any victims today. I'll be leaving for Mainz tomorrow to teach Sunday school there, so I'm currently figuring out the lesson plan. Going on trips can be exhausting, but I don't get to see the children of Mainz often, so I'm excited to visit them once again. The Mainz area has always been an important pillar of the Crossbell economy. Perhaps I should include that in the next lesson to raise the kids' hometown spirit. Well then, time to start the day. Lost most of my family ages ago. Caring for the graves is all I have left now. Sometimes people tell me I'm wasting what little time I have left in the world by spending so much of it with those who have already left. But I'm afraid I don't have a choice in the matter. This is the only way I won't forget about the one I once held most dear. That's why you'll see me visiting this grave every single day. Gans and the mayor didn't end up coming back yesterday. Did something happen? Gotta handle all the miners' drinks in a little bit. Danny asked me to be the one to deliver the drinks. He said it'd be better that way. My Danny may seem grumpy sometimes, but he's actually just really shy. Monster attacks, disappearances, our miners can't catch a break, huh? This is Hoffman's time to stand tall and lead the rest of his crew. That's his duty as the mine chief. We're low on manpower right now, so we've had to start working earlier. Even while Gantz is gone, we still have our jobs to do, so we're trying our best to make up for his part too. When Gantz drags his sorry butt back here, he's gonna have to make it up to us. Looks like the mayor's wife had something important to talk about with my husband last night. Judging by the grave expression he had afterwards, it couldn't have been good news. Gantz, come back! Wasn't the mayor going to bring him back from the city? Where are they? Don't feel like the two of them are goofing off. Heard about Gantz from the mayor's wife. Guess that explains why it's taken so long to bring him back home. Just don't want to believe Gantz will get mixed up with drugs. Never forgive that bastard that dragged him into this mess. You know, now that I think about it, I kind of want to sock Gantz in the face for falling for such a stupid thing in the first place. When that monster chewed me up real good, the rest of the crew had to bust their humps to pick up my slack. I owe those guys a lot, so I can't let my return go unnoticed. Let's do this. Usually that's my sign to take a break when my voice just drops like that in the middle of a sentence. Still have to hit our morgue and a gate, so I'm not going to get a break anytime soon, I'm afraid. Even now, no one knows why the mayor and Gantz haven't come back yet. Can't help but worry about them. Gantz's disappearance has been an enigma. I bet you got into trouble and had to go into hiding. Maybe I've read one too many mystery novels. My husband told me about Gantz over the phone. Apparently he just disappeared this morning. I really don't think the townsfolk can handle the news, and there's no way for me to help with things. Right now all I can do is pray to the goddess that Gantz comes back safe and sound. The mine crew has been trying to work extra hard to make up for Gantz's absence. All of them always try their best to look after each other. Even Logie, who's always slacking off, has been going at it pretty hard. I look up to them so much. Logie's always been prone to slacking off any way he can, so imagine my surprise when I hear he's been taking his work seriously. He's never been the kind of go-getter you'd expect out of an oldest child, but there may still be hope for him yet. Max has been working harder than usual as of late. I'm happy to see that he's motivated about his job. I hope he keeps up the good work as long as he doesn't get himself hurt. I was going to drive over to the city to pick up the mayor and Gantz last night, but got shot down. Mayor Bix told me that they might be staying in Crossbell for a bit. That's fine, I guess, but something in his voice just didn't sit right with me. I've never heard the mayor sound so depressed before. What a fine morning. Perfect weather for a relaxing drive, too. Shucks, I'm starting to get fired up to go deliver these here veggies. Just getting ready to go do some work, that's all. We harvested a bit too many veggies yesterday, so Elk and I are going to try to sell them. Don't give me a chance to ride in the truck, so I'm pretty excited to be honest. Believe it or not, this general store was founded back when my great-grandfather was still kicking. I always try to remind Jake of that, but he never even tries to take it to heart. I want him to face his work with more pride. Gramps always gets mad at me for not taking my job seriously. Honestly, I couldn't care less whether or not the store has been passed down for generations. I didn't sign up for this. Why couldn't my ancestors have invested in a more profitable industry? Honestly, life in Armorica might not be so bad. Maybe I should try asking Mom if we could move out here. I love playing with everyone. It's always super fun being with my brother and Stefan. Sweet, the weather's looking good today. We can finally play bracers again. Let's do it. They sure are childish. Stefan came by early in the morning and he's been playing with Camille and Polly ever since. I'm sure he'll end up being here too, so I'll need to make more food than usual. Thank you always, Ange. You're a real sweetheart, I tell you what. No doubt in my mind you're the greatest mom on this whole darn continent, watching over the little ones while you do. Now, where'd that come from? You can leave the kids to me, dear. All you need to focus on is doing your absolute best at work, okay? Oh, she's right there. I almost missed her. Tolta and Derek ended up having another passionate argument yesterday. Their father and son, why can't they come to some mutual understanding? Doesn't look like they'll have any intention to stop anytime soon. Take it. Our Morka village as it stands is in its most natural form, one which was created by Adios herself. I'm certain that by seeking unnecessary development, something similar to that monster attack is bound to happen again. It's not so I don't understand where Derek is coming from. It's not as if I want the village to give up traditions or harm the environment in the name of progress. All I want is for the villagers to be able to live a long, abundant life. But to do that, we have to make people interested and want to come here. Welcome, good to have you by. Early customers today have just been the regulars so far. Hey guys, repeat after me. We'll take everything on the menu, no exceptions. We'll pass. Besides, I doubt we'd be able to eat that much food. Fine. Steely's charm lies in that she doesn't pretend to be some kind of angel. When she's pestering customers by something expensive, she holds nothing back, and I find that level of honesty really refreshing. What a peculiar taste in women. Welcome, everyone. Want to look at one of our breakfast menus? Hey, go on. I'll have my usual. Keith, can't you stay in the middle of talking to some customers? Sorry about that. Just give me a shout when you're ready to order. I wasn't sure at first, but Gambler Jack ended up being a really engaging read. Oh, you finally finished it? Big fan of that novel as well. Once I finish cleaning up the place, tell me what you thought of it. Sure, I'm looking forward to it. Stefan went out to play with Camille and Polly again today. We lived across the city. It was always so quiet and frail, but maybe the change of scenery is doing him some good. Keep making excuses to avoid taking the first step, but enough is enough. Today I'm going to ask that guy to let me join the Fisherman's Guild. Last time I was too shy to so much as step into their office, but now I'm ready. People say there's an elusive species of fish that swims near Old Armorica Road and somewhere in the Mains area. Why don't you try to catch one? Sadly, I don't remember which one that is. I don't really want to whip out the fishing notebook, but that would be one of the clues to finding one of the harder ones. Guess it's nothing but buses and transfers one after another until I finally get to Crossbell. Being as old as I am, I don't handle standing around well these days. I'd much rather take the train. At least I could relax then. You wouldn't believe the amount of unsettling rumors I hear from people passing through Tangham Gate. For example, I heard that there was a huge fight somewhere in the city yesterday. Something strange going on, mark my words. If you're looking for Sergeant Major Seeker, she woke up at the crack of dawn to drive to Crosswell Cathedral. I think she went there to give her a report about the ruins to Archbishop Oralda. Finally got a long vacation, so I took my wife to Crossbell. Seeing the contrast between the modern Crossbell city and the relatively natural Mains and Armorica up close is really something. Crossbell City looks so grand on the outside, but walking into some of the alleyways makes you feel as if you wandered into some underworld. It's safe to say that I experienced a fear I haven't felt before during my visit. The eel inspections are going to go perfectly today, I'll make sure of it. Top brass is around to the core. We can't even keep some people behind bars no matter how hard we try. But despite all that, I don't think our work here is meaningless. Nothing unusual to report? Simply following my commanding officer's orders, sir. I'm going to treat myself to some brunch. Let's see, waffles or pancakes? Since buses constantly come and go, we need to maintain the parking lot. But man, am I getting hungry. Lunch really can't come soon enough. Once noon hits, this place becomes a madhouse. Between the guardsmen coming in for lunch and all of our other customers, it's go, go, go for me. Alright, I need to prep the rest of the ingredients before too many folks show up. Must be a weird bunch to be looking for a bed this early. No skin off my back, I guess. Go ahead and rest if you need to. Erring on the side of caution, I assisted Sergeant Major Seeker's unit in reinvestigating those ruins yesterday. Fortunately enough, no fiends have reappeared. I'd be glad if things stayed that way, too. So they must have been the ones who unleashed everything. Hello, everyone. If you're looking for the Sergeant Major, she's delivering the Moon Temple investigation report to the Cathedral. So the church ended up agreeing to assist the CGF? You sure that's smart? You didn't exactly get permission from the commander. Well, he rejected our second request to investigate Stargazer's tower as well. In his eyes, any and all incidents of that nature should be left to the Archbishop. So that's how things stand. Maybe it's because the commander hasn't seen the situation for himself, or I think you're giving him too much credit. He probably just believes it's more trouble than it's worth. I'm sure it's a little of both. Anyway, the Septian Church and the Tangram Gate unit will proceed to jointly investigate this incident. So thanks to your assistance that we were able to reach the stage. As always, you have my thanks. So right there, I just wanted to look at, since they mentioned Stargazer and I have to go there, I was wondering, would it be worthwhile to try to fight the chest inside? And the answer is no, it's still too early. I wonder if us guarding the border really makes a difference. When everything's this peaceful for long enough, your mind starts to wander, and you end up thinking about things you probably shouldn't. Every person who comes into Crossbell has their own unique reason for being here. Given how many people it actually is, I'm sure there are some bad apples among them. So since I'm in charge of security today, I want to crack down on as many of them as I can. So I believe that was the final NPC. It only took us 82 minutes, roughly. So when we pick up next time, well, keep in mind we didn't talk to the people in Archon CL, so we still have to get them. But when we pick up next time, we'll be tackling the extermination quests, and yeah, it's still too early for the Orbital Staff. But anyway, that's it for now, folks. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.